Would you like a receipt?
Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a minute. I've been extremely busy with work, and we had a new baby girl, a new baby Mango to the family. So we've been enjoying her. Finally get some time to come over here and see how everything's growing. As you can see, we are festive around here. Christmas is around the corner. I believe today is December 8th, and we have some pink guava, and I'm not sure how these are going to taste. This is going to be the first time I see these growing here in cold weather, so we'll see how they taste. So that's how the pink guava is going, and I'm going to come over here to Sugarloaf Mango. And I'm doing an experiment over here. So this one here is Sugarloaf, and back there I have Honeykiss. Honeykiss held on to a couple fruit this season. They were really good. And Sugarloaf had a couple fruit and they fell off. So this is a perfect time to see if by letting Honeykiss hold fruit, will it affect the growth. Right now, they're pretty similar in size. They're about the same age, so we're going to see what happens. So Honeykiss held on to some fruit and Sugarloaf didn't. So we'll see next season what happens. So that's how they're growing. We'll come over here to the other side. Guys, we have already entered the mid-30s. I believe the low over here was 34. So you will see some trees that are affected. We'll get into all of those, but this is a Pickering, and if I had a small yard and I can only have one mango tree, Pickering will be the one I go with. This is overgrown. This is sweet almond bush. Inside of here I have some pineapples. There's a miracle berry. There's also a black Suriname cherry. I'm going to leave this alone and wait until we get our last frost date. And then I'll chop all this back. So as of right now, we're just going to use this to protect some of the fruit trees below. Thai jujube did have some fruit, but Hurricane Milton knocked them off. And it looks like it's pretty beat up from the wind. We have loquat trees flowering. And I have about 4 varieties. I got Christmas, Champagne, Bradenton, can't remember the other one, but they're pretty much all in flower mode. And Champagne loquat so far has been my favorite. We got Meyer lemon. I'm gonna harvest this lemon today. But we got man down over here. This is Blue Java. It's okay. Blue Java doesn't produce too many bananas, but it makes up for it because it produces a lot of plants, and I think that may be the reason why it doesn't produce a lot of hands, because it is very productive. It will produce a lot of pups. So the bananas are still going off. I got some more racks over here, and then we got some Namois that are still holding on to fruit. But let me show you what's going on with the Namois, and I believe this is when we got into our mid-30s. Check this out. So this is how cold we get here in Zone 9B, West Florida. It's definitely the cold affecting these racks. So this is going to be a wash, but I'm not going to cut them. I'm going to leave them right here, use them for a windbreak, and hopefully it can protect the new one coming in the back. So that's that. And avocados are not minding this cold weather. This is winter avocado, so based off of the name, she should be able to handle even the high 20s, which she has. She's been into, I believe, 27 was the low, and this one did absolutely amazing. And then here we have Florida Hass. This will be the first season going into low temperatures, so we'll see how this one reacts to that. Kerry Mango getting really big, so after this next season I'm going to cut it back. I'm going to try to keep this one at 15 feet, but it's looking really good. This season only produced male flowers, so we didn't get any fruit. I did pull the peduncles off. It did not reflower, so pretty bummed out about that, but we'll see what happens this next season. I'm not sure if you remember, it's been some time since I made the last video, but all this used to be pineapples, so I just did a reset. So over here I have sugarcane coming up. They've already starting to pop up. So I have Thai black, and I have some purple, and then I believe one yellow is there, but the yellow doesn't do very well in my area. I have yellow growing at another place, and it doesn't do well. The purple performs very well. Then I got some sweet potatoes here that I'm not going to leave them here. I'm waiting to make a raised bed, and I'm going to pull these up and plant them in that because they don't do good in this area. Then I planted some cassava here, and I did have some cassava back behind the greenhouse, but cassava grows very slow in the shade, so I'm trying to put it out here, see how they do, and then find another permanent spot. If they do well, I might put them somewhere else where they get more sun and water. And then we have coconut cream mango. Oh, check this out. We got a peach tree. I forgot which one is this. Let's see. Florida Prince. This is a Florida Prince. And here we go. We got our flower on Florida Prince. I doubt that's gonna hold any fruit. These trees are supposed to lose all their leaves, but they haven't. They're still, this one's still holding on, and tropic snow over there is still holding on to leaves, so they're supposed to be sleeping right now. Not sure what's going on with that. Got the papayas over here. I was gonna pull them green to make papaya salad, but I think I'm gonna wait and try them yellow again. Let's see, where can we go? Let's check out the Monstera. Is doing very well here. And this is coffee, doing really good, handling the 30s. Patangatuba handling the 30s. And then we have a red hybrid Jabo Takaba. That's a red hybrid, and it's doing very well. And let's come over here on this side here. We have, this is purple possum mixed in with sweet sunrise, and these are passion fruit. So sweet sunrise I have at another place, and I've had it for 3 years now. No flowers. Purple possum flowers immediately. So ever since I had purple possum, even as a small plant, it's been producing. Sweet sunrise takes a very long time. Over here I have kind of this overgrown, which I'm doing this on purpose because I want to keep this a microclimate to try to protect the papayas. I have a new variety of papaya growing here, which is called Samba, way better than Red Lady. So I want to try to keep this area warm because papayas are a little sensitive to the cold. And then we have a Sabra Jabo Takaba here, which is doing very well. The bark is peeling, so that's a good sign. I was kind of worried about this one. I know Jabos need a lot of water, and I don't get to add any water to this one as much as I would, but they're doing good. This is Banana Alley, and the bananas are gonna struggle a little bit when we get into the high 20s. They will turn brown, but cut them back and they'll be okay. We have coconut going off here in the back, and check out this cacao. I'll tell you, the wind's been beating it up. Hurricane came through, 2 hurricanes actually, and every time it pushes out some new leaves, we get a hurricane or we get a real hard wind and all the leaves get beat up. So this one's struggling. I have to figure something out because it looks like it's doing well. It looks like it's going to handle our low temperatures, so we'll see. And if it does, I'm going to create something to try to baby this one, because I really want to see if I can pull off growing cacao in 9B. That's a Subel white sapote, got beat up by the wind. And then we have a lot of bananas. These back here are Rashapuri bananas mixed in with some praying hands and some apple bananas. I think in total I'm at about 25 banana varieties. This is a star fruit. The variety is called Phuang Tung, and this year was the first year I was able to harvest a good one. I did, when I first got this tree, I did get one fruit. It was very sour, so this time I had a chance to let this one sit and turn completely yellow. Very good star fruit variety. And I know a lot of people say Kerry, which I have that variety. They say Kerry's one of the best. This one was better in my opinion, but we'll see what happens this next season. And we got the jackfruit finally putting on some size. This is black gold, and this tree was very small for a long time, so it looks like now it's got some ground, so it's going to start putting on some size. And this is a Sapodilla, and the variety is called Molex. And we got some fruit here. There's another fruit down there. Now this is going to be the first time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this tree goes into some low temperatures. So we're going to see. I hear they do take the low 30s. We'll see what happens if we get into the high 20s. Over here we have a Gary mango. This is one of my favorite mangoes. I punched in a loquat here. This was a well-known variety that I got at a market, and the graft didn't take. So I just said, you know what, since I already have it, put it in here and see what the original tree tastes like. So we'll see what happens with that. We have, this is a sweet tart mango, has not grown in a year, not a single branch. So it's been a whole year, no new growth. Over here is an achacha, and it's doing very well. It made it through the hurricane. Let's see if it makes it through our cold temperatures. I'm hoping the lake provides some sort of protection. Maybe the warmness from the water protects this Pina Colada mango and this Valencia Pride, which I can't believe how good this Valencia Pride is doing. It had yellow leaves, looked like it had some sort of deficiency, and I pulled it up. It was in another area. I pulled it up, stripped all the leaves off, and I put it in the greenhouse. Now look at it, back in the ground. It got flooded, but absolutely fine. But it is looking amazing. Valencia Pride, I am going to tip this one back. I don't think I'm going to let this one hold fruit. As soon as we pass our last frost date, I'm going to go ahead and tip this back and see if I can get it to grow out some more branches. Want to try to keep Valencia Pride at 15 feet. We'll see if that works. So let's hop over here. And this is ultra tropical right here. This is a breadfruit. And check out the leaves. Now this is not from getting into the 30s. This is from the wind from the hurricane. This tree does it does get like this when we get heavy winds, but I do see a little bit of signs of cold stress. These little dots here, that I believe is from the cold, not the hurricane, but I know this brown is from the hurricane. But check this out. Overall, look, breadfruit growing in Zone 9B, Florida. Not supposed to, they say. Look at this leaf, really good, because the wind was coming in this direction. See how that looks? We'll check out another one over here. Look at that, how good that looks. So we'll see what happens. Breadfruit is growing. It's been alive for, I forgot how many years now. I have to check my videos, but I think we're going on almost 3 years, maybe 4 years, something like that. Can't believe it's still alive. What a beautiful tree this is. If you have the space to try to give this one a shot, give it a shot, because it just looks super cool. Let's move on. We'll go over here where we have some more tropicals. We got some coconuts. Let's see if I can get a better angle here. So we have the green Malayan coconut, and then back here you can see the tip. That's a Fiji coconut. So these stay very small. So they're not the tall coconuts. Now they will get tall eventually. I'll probably be long gone before then. But in the next 10 years, they'll probably only be at max 20 feet. And that's the tip of the fronds. So pretty dwarf. And we'll see if we can get them to fruit here in Zone 9B. Got a miracle berry, Jamaican cherry back there. There's a lot of stuff I mixed in here. And this is one of my favorites, orange sherbet mango, and top 3 mango, for sure. I don't know where in that scale, but it's definitely in the top 3. Not going to go in the greenhouse, but there's lychees, there's some more mangoes, papayas. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. This is a lemon Cattleya guava. Really good, easy to care for. No water, no fertilizer, nothing. Look at how it looks. And the fruit is pretty good. This is a Glen mango. I thought about tipping this one back. What do you think, guys? But it survived the hurricane. But if it gets any bigger, strong winds from the lake might snap this one. So I got to figure something out. As of right now, we'll leave it alone and hope it survives the low temperatures. This is another ultra tropical. This is called Mamey sapote. Not supposed to be grown here in Zone 9B. Take a look at it. It's already been into the 30s. So we'll see what happens when we get lower. This is a Fairchild mango. Was not doing good. It had sooty mold, but looks like it's doing better. Now this was new growth that got a little bit damaged from the wind. It'll bounce back. And then we have a snake fruit doing really well. And these, surprisingly, they take the high 20s. I didn't know that. I seen someone else's video, and they're more north than me, and they're growing this one. So good to know. Over here we have some more papayas, some figs, pineapples, Suriname cherry, and this is a lemon guava. Another pink guava that I got from Home Depot, which is much better than the Ruby Supreme. And this is just your standard variety you get at Home Depot. Very sweet. And we got another white guava there. Miwa kumquat in the back. I'm going to run through these real quick. That's a sugar apple. And this is the Kerry starfruit, which is putting on some flowers. And good fruit, very good. But Flanktongue was much better this season. Here I have, this is a lychee, and I'm trying an air layer. And I shouldn't use that cloth, but it's what I had at the moment. It was either cut the limb because it was already kind of snapped a little bit. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and see if I can pull off an air layer versus trying to lose the whole thing. And surprisingly, the leaves still look nice and green. So I might not lose it. And if I get, another tree out of it, that's a bonus. So we got some more bananas back there, and then there's a diamond mango and a lemon zest back here. So that's that, and then we'll run through these real quick. Guys, if you're looking for a citrus tree that's going to produce, and very easy, low maintenance. This is key lime. Let me see if I can find some limes. I know there was a bunch on here. Yeah, there's one right here. Let me see if I can find some more right here. Heavy producer. It's not affected by citrus greening or anything. If you want some limes, key lime's the way to go. And this is a Bucu Longan. Very good producer. And the fruit were delicious. And such a small tree, and it did produce some fruit. They were real good. Dancing Tangerine, waiting for this one to flower here soon. And this is a Kahala Longan, not doing very well. Put out new growth at the wrong time, right when we get the hurricane. So I beat this one up. This one's been struggling since I got it. So we'll see. I might dig it up, kind of do a Valencia Pride treatment, just completely top it, put it in the greenhouse, see if I can bring it back to life. This is Gumichama Cherry, doing very well. And the mulberries right now, the leaves look a little rough because we're already in December, so this is pretty normal. We got Thai mulberry, we got Bryce, his world's best mulberry. Shangri-La mulberry is doing really good. This is a peach cobbler mango, and see the leaves here are yellow. This is exactly what was happening to the Valencia Pride, which was right over here. So it's this area here, and I think it may have something to do with the oak tree, but I'm gonna leave it alone. And I'm just gonna put a lot of organic matter here, a lot of mulch, and see if that kind of fixes this one here. This is a Oro Negro avocado, putting on some size. This thing was just a small little tree, and it's looking real good. Let's see here, we got some more new growth. Sorry, I'm blocking it out. And just about done wrapping this one up. We're gonna look at these seedlings real quick. This is Carry seedling number 1, Carry seedling number 2. Both doing great. Carry seedling number 1 grows just like Carry. And number 2 just wants to grow straight up. I can tip this one back and it'll just grow some more branches straight up. Unlike number 1, you tip it, it's going all over the place. Got some more purple passion growing up here, not doing very well. The caterpillars are eating them. And this last mango, this is a Venus mango, late season. Very good sized mango. Looks like a softball. This one doing very well, and I'm hoping to get some mangoes off of this one. I didn't get, since I've had this tree actually, I haven't got a mango off of it, but it did produce, it had to, and then they ended up dropping. So we'll see what happens this next season. So guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I can get back out here and do some more videos on each variety of mangoes and avocados, do something a little bit more in depth. So we'll see if I can start producing those videos very soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.